What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome back to some more Victoria 3. We are almost at the turn of the century, and we're starting to do a lot of good with breaking apart the other world powers. As far as great powers go, it really is only us and Russia, I would say. I mean, Great Britain is still strong, don't get me wrong, but we have been spanking them around in these last couple of wars. We need to partition them. We need to break them apart. We need to free Scotland and do all the other stuff that would entail. But it's going to take some time and some truces to get that done. Have some revolts happening in our junior partners and things. Those are both being handled. We have guys on each front going there to handle it, so that should all be good. Part of that's just fall back from our war with Britain. It did kind of hurt us with how strong their navy is. This is houseware plastics. That requires oil, right? We're going to need to build some more oil, I imagine. Probably a lot of oil, if I had to say so. We do have oil in our own nation. We'll build that later. Actually, we have our queue still getting through, so let's get the oil now. Just because I know we're going to need it. Let's build out all of our domestic oil. Holy cow, 100? Let's just make sure we have all of our oil. What is this? Western New Guinea? I don't have a colony there yet, do I? We got most of it under control. There's still Tidor. You're my junior power block member? Are you, you're subject of the Dutch. And the Dutch are still a great power, right? They are. Everyone's a damn great power in this game. We've set the bar so low. You're going to fall into major power status, Ottomans. We've partitioned you. We need to grab Bulgaria as a friend. Let's grab Bulgaria. Congress of Toledo. And let's try to grab... Oh, you're in the Ruskaya Imperia. That's going to not be easy. We're going to work on getting all of these small nations we're breaking apart into our power block. But I want to fight Russia. Bebrian outbreak and Venetia, that's fine. Whatever. We have Art Silk. Pretty sure. No, we're close to Art Silk, but we don't have it yet. What's this going to be? Machine gunners. That's good. Did I unlock siege artillery? I bet you I did. Why is our economy suffering? Most of these are stable. Is it the military goods? Exactly, military goods. Just upgraded a ton of people. Oil's now in short demand. Working on fixing the oil shortage, but it's going to take a little bit. We've gotten our first election. Women's suffrage is a thing. A war has popped. Most of our armies are still raised from the old wars. Could go for elected bureaucrats. Probably should go for elected bureaucrats. Let's do that. And then after this, there's not really much we need to do other than these changes over here for total separation. Okay. Everything else is pretty set. Middle path is completely done. I don't think we're going to change anything there. Right side, workers' rights are needed. Compulsory primary schools is good. Women's suffrage is good. We could change the poor laws like old age pension. No migration control and slavery ban. We're very well set up here. Radio production. More radios. We have a lot of those. This is Joseon versus Korean Radical Revolt. They won't accept me as a sovereign. Are you independent? East Africa is independent. Which to me tells me they are a good target for like protectorating or something. It's expensive to do it though. You know, you're not far from being subject though. Treaty of Cottbus. Okay. All right, I think we fight Russia and take Finland. I think that'd be good. Give me Finland, give me the Dnieper. We're going to lose the Himalayan focus and get this region more consolidated. I think that's a good idea. Okay, we did subjugate a lot of people. How long have they been in here? Less than a year, probably. Yeah. How is our power block cohesion looking? Dutch Senegal has the worst relations with the poor. Let's work on Dutch Senegal. No, we could probably do the pea bean epidemic. We need to have encourage agriculture industry. We can do that in a couple of them. Where is affected by pea bean? We got 4 of them. There we go. Encourage agriculture. Encourage agriculture. Very rare that I can actually... You have pea brain. There we go. Best way to look is look for domestic silkworm production. Do you have pea brain over here? You do. And that's probably the last one. A couple more subjugates and we get that. Plastic is the future. We're going to help our glass work. Get the money, though. Okay, we need a war. Where'd my army go? Can I assign one of you to get to this? Can you not get over here? I want military access through you. I can't do that. Huh, okay. I can't reach this. Well, that's a problem. Our relation with you is neutral, meaning I should be able to attack you. Yeah, this is a tough one. Let's go and stand down our armies here. I need them to do some stuff soon, but not yet. Could force a ban slavery. Philippines are independent? No. I could protectorate you for 10 infamy. We are working over here. I could grab some Indian colonies. Trying to do it peacefully. South Africa is independent here. We need me to annex you entirely. Let's annex South Africa. That's going to be our little war we're doing. We'll send our little 23 stack army over here. Got a treaty with nobody. No one should get involved against us here. If they do, we'll fight them. I see Portugal's getting involved. I'll just take some stuff from Portugal. How are you losing this? I can't really... Oh, they're in default. When's our truce with the United States? If we can get through the United States, we could do some stuff here. I really want military access through you. Support your independence in return for it. There we go. We found the path. Are you not attacking? Oh, you have no men. You have nothing. How is the state of Michigan these days? Ooh. They've seen better. don't think anyone's going to get involved in this. This is against the Douala uprising. I'm actually fine with that. Not that they're going to survive, but still cool to look at. Mysore, no one wants subject status, so we don't care. Or South Africa is done. We're going to clean up our nation down here. Why can I not grant this calling to somebody? I don't really want this area. All right, we need to get pasteurization to get the pea green stuff done. We do it now. Do pasteurization now, and then we'll come back and knock out the military things. Speaking military, I see a need for machine gunners. Give us that offense bonus. All right, Switzerland has been freed. Congrats, my junior power block member. And there goes South Africa. Bureaucratic struggle. We'll lose some bureaucracy. We've got enough to spare. And our pop is growing. How much of the world do we control? We control 50% of the world population. Get the approval. I think I did the wrong one, but oh well. Where else has pea brain? That's my subject I did that in, huh? So, pea brain. We need to get the thing fixed. Once we get it fixed, just be you, and then you. You at pea brain. You don't have pea brain yet. That's all of my land that is that epidemic, right? Yeah, all of you have that. So Lombardy, Southern Pennsylvania, Venetia, and Moldavia. Just in case this comes over here. Yes, we get rid of this. End of the epidemic. Okay, so we just got to get our what's it called? Our solution. All right, this war is also over. Goodbye, South Africa. You put up a fight. We'll be advancing. All right, truces. 3 years. Pretty much around for everybody. Devil's paintbrush. Let's get a little bit of defensive bonus. And it feels like we need to up our investment into construction sectors here too. Let's look domestic, sort by peasants. Anywhere that has it, let's just max it out. For the most part there, that's a huge uptick. And we're going to hope to spin that. Nedged. Nar Singapore, we want them. That's our foothold into India. And they're going to come around after we can get Uruguay and everybody else in. All right, South Africa has gone. And now we are basically fully in control of the south part of the continent. Beautiful. All right, that Russian market needs to be partitioned, I think. are my subjects? Liberia's still high on this. How are you feeling about me, Liberia? Not too good. Guess everyone else is trending in the right direction. This is the Johorian Uprising. Johor is like over here. Like we have a truce with GB, so we can't fight them, which is a shame. You would offer me nothing. A lot of other people are getting involved here. Bulgaria as a subject. I see opportunities with you in Bosnia-Herzegovina. Now, I need to be careful because we are getting a lot of people into our power blocks. We're starting to trend down in the cohesion aspect, which is concerning. But it's necessary. Interests that we can use. I think we have to... Let's fight Russia. I'd like to say before we fight Russia, because I'm worried that all the people in our power block are going to turn on us. Fight the bear. And we want to liberate some countries here. So, Lithuania is a good one. Minsk, Megillo. Grodny and Vitebsk. So this is over here. What about Grodno and Volhynia? I see Crimea. Oh, Ukraine's a great one. Let's do Ukraine first. For Ukraine. I see some people who would join me, some people who would not. We can return states. Oh. It's mine? Oh, these are my states. Oh. We won't do this right away. We're going to liberate the big countries that we can. Remember Belarus being in there. I want to take Finland. But we'll liberate Finland first. Free Finland. We're going to free the Baltic Governorate. Anybody else? Karelia is not bad. Probably being limited a little bit by what I have claims on. Definitely. Let's see if there's one in the Caucasus I can take. That's going to be a nice one to free. Maybe he even backs down freely here. Let's see. Return states would be nice, but we can come back for those. Empire Japan. Sweden's withdrawn. Occitania sided against us. That's not ideal. Here's what we're going to do. We want to come back a week and try to get Occitania on our side. We can fight Occitania, but I don't want to do it. To be honest with you. They're in our power block. They're part of our market. It just doesn't make sense for us to do it. Brazil leading that way sucks. We'll try to get Occitania. You're both allied. Okay, so we gotta fight them. Have to fight you. Fight you not wanting to be in that treaty. Which is just a pain, really. There's Japan. There's Occitania. How many people get involved in this? Poland, if we give them a... nothing. Brazil would fight me. Crazy that my ally is gonna... I don't want to fight Occitania. Fuck. Who are they supporting? Can I drag Russia in some other way? Let's try again. You have to have an ally that I can attack. You allied with Japan, who broke a treaty with us, right? Oh, God. are allied with Japan. Truces with Japan? 29 months. We can wait on it. Damn shame, though. I mean, you're strong. It just feels like we have to do it. Who can I drag in here? Gotta be Japan. Or Brazil. Could break Brazil up. You're a major power, though. You're also on the cusp of joining our power block, too. Alright, I think we just fight Japan and try to break them apart and use that against Russia. Whenever that's available. That will be our plan. Oh, let's move our construction centers up here. I feel like we were having a lot of spare stuff that we can just use. All the way to the top. And then we want to... Ooh, bonus oil. Makes that definitely worthwhile. Worthwhile. Damn, Sean. So European Abyssinia versus their uprising. Okay. Send you over there to deal with that. Maybe Portugal? I think we gotta fight Portugal next. 46 infantry. Just taking a state. Could clean up a lot of the small guys here. Canada broke an agreement with us. That's a shame. Maybe we focus on India. That's it. We want to get a lot of the pop under our control, right? That's a good segment of the population here. There's a socialist revolt in South Africa. Alaska's lost some gold. And here is Russia having a problem. The Baltic Socialist Revolt. This is a good one if I can get them on my board here. They give me an obligation. Netherlands versus Congo. You trying to kill the Congo? You're trying to protect the Congo. Okay. Corsica versus Corsica. We have truce. If you would only give me, like, this, right? That would be so good. The other two are ours. Is that really not enough to make a dent in our money? I mean, let's just go crazy with it then. Got a lot of states. Let's invest in our construction. And see if I can afford it. The other wars should be done pretty soon. It's not super challenging here. There's a lot of area that's uncolonized that I want to colonize, but I can't colonize. And what else do we do? Well... 6 months left so we can fight the U.S. That's probably what our next one's going to be. Bulgaria, welcome to the power block. Keep an eye on cohesion here. Corsica back down against Corsica. Okay. Five infamy? Oh, 2 to protect her. I was like, that's nothing. Polish becomes obsessed with fine arts. Sounds good. Enjoy your fine arts. Wish you the best. Could do consumption tax on. Oh my god, look how much money we could make if we really tried to. All right, socialists are done over there. How does our subjects look? Liberia's still pissed. Let's get some investment in Liberia. I think this will be, you know, ideal here. We'll just build all your natural resources. And you can leave the rest. Let's make sure our stuff is doing well. Electric engines. Bolt action rifles. We have a lot of actual oil here, so I don't mind cranking these up. Considering I built a ton of oil. Refrigerated everything. Modern ports, electric chains. And the oil shortages should pick up. Maybe. Okay, can I fight Japan? Let's rival you. Who else hates you? The Dutch. East Indies do. Okay. How long until you get subjugated? 3 years, man. It's not been a lot of time for so few in-game years past. Let's not lose authority. We can lose a little bit of bureaucracy. Has been discovered. Yes. We will share it. And we're going to fix Pebrine ourselves. I believe the United States next on my list, right? Is that truce up yet? 11 weeks, 23 months, so 2 years-ish. I don't care about Oregon. You I care about. 18 months for you. 19 months. Portugal I could attack anytime. Maybe it's time for me to feed the Central European Congo. This is against Tuscany. Let's help Tuscany out here a little bit. Sweden's helping, United States is helping, Russia's siding with Spain. Finland sides with Spain. Governance. This is Dardaper. Let's go invade Vietnam. Too long has this area not been fully ours. Let's get Vietnam under our thumb here. Berlin Zoo. We'll take one small army here to get this done. Let's send you just over here. What are you trying to get out of this? You want investment rights? You never do this just to make yourself free, Tuscany, which is why I can't ever support you. It's so dumb that they don't try to free themselves. What other war goals do I have? You can have Cambodia. We'll get them freely. Rebel for Africa. 94% of state region in Africa is completely owned by recognized powers or their subjects. What do you mean we're falling behind? I mean, you're my subject. I would say we have the most part of this. You know? Who am I funding lobbies in, by the way? Oregon. Gotta be Oregon. Yeah, we're funding lobbies in Oregon. Okay. Thank you, Vietnam. I'll take your land, welcome you into the fold, and let's invest in you. What do you have in terms of raw resource? I see rubber that I can invest in. And coal, and wood, and other things. We just want to make sure you are economically tied to us. And that should be enough for that. With construction, we're getting through our construction sectors now, and then it's all the stuff I've queued up in my subjects to entangle them with us, which is good. We also need to make sure we have railways anywhere that needs it domestically, like Bohemia. Or any of these regions, really. And I am still, like, supporting those. Yeah, we are. What do you use are automatically expanded? Don't automatically expand those. You can automatically expand the oil rigs, but don't worry about it. Anything I want to change over here? We could drop a company. Company throughput bonus is really good, though. External trade is all good. We need vassalization. No, nothing to change, I don't think. Chitral. Something other than an obligation. Nope. Everybody's signing with Chitral. Get the throughput. We're pretty good with legitimacy. We're like almost at 100. About to say we're at 100, but that's a lie. Can I get someone into our government on the next election to help me get something changed? Like trade unions, per se? Make ourselves even more of a bastion of, like, equality? Got pretty good standard of living. Definitely not number one. Yeah, a lot of our subjects are. You're in our power block, you're in our power block, power block. All the smaller guys in our power block are doing quite well. What war are you fighting right now? Oh, it's the other war. What are people asking out of this? Humiliate and deal with Tuscany. Okay. I have a suspicion, and I can attack the United States. What would I want out of attacking you, though? You have nothing left that interests me, which is really a shame. I mean, I could take land and just give it to my subject, but it doesn't really help us. You're still somehow a great power. And I can't, like, liberate this area, you know? Thought that was a releasable nation. I bet you it is, and I just don't have an interest. Yep. All right, let's lose the one in there. Let's get it in New England. We're going to try to free some New England nations. Eastern New Guinea against the Canucks. Where's the Canucks? Oh, they can keep that. Baltimore, yeah, no. Where's all my money coming from right now? I get a lot from my puppets. Holy cow, that's a lot. Ooh, 130k from Mexico. Are you okay? Well, let's see. Hokkaido Uprising. This could be it. This could totally be it. What does Hokkaido want from us? Oh, truce. Until November. Okay, but that being said, we should be able to now demand, like, a liberate here. Yes. No. My dear Bekapul, Borgu, Persia. No. This has been declared, right? It's been established. Must not have been, because I don't have Conquer State here yet. Into Peebrine. Holy cow, finally. Very rarely do I get that one done. We are just going to get the urban center throughput. I don't want to get a consumption tax on that stuff. Let's also stop our agricultural throughput that we had. Instead, we're going to use our available funds to pick our largest GDP state and boost its production. So, global GDP. Bohemia has 43 million, mostly from manufacturing, so we boost that. 54 million, mostly from manufacturing, I'm seeing. We boost that. Get our 43 over here. Oil's a big one on this one, but still, I see steel and other stuff is as well. Let's just get some manufacturing focuses in all of these smaller ones. And 22 million. We have better numbers than 22 million. 35. Let's do a 35. How this is very green with like 22 billion. And this one's less green with 24. At least in my eyes. I might be wrong on that, but whatever. Okay. That is our stuff spent to boost all of those. I think we've given all the charters we need. Oh, I need to give a trade rights out to Central European Motor. But we can get that soon. It's not super time sensitive. Shouldn't I have an option here? I do. Okay, it's there now. All right, New England wants to be free. We will free them. And who else? Let's do New York or Haudenoise or whatever the hell you want to call it. And that will be it. We'll save ours for if anyone decides that they want to contest our might. I welcome them in a fight. And let's start getting another army set up here. What do we have right now? We have, let's get this to 100. I need 9. I want 25 of you. There you go, up to 75. We're gonna need more of that, huh? There we go. That'll make you even stronger. We'll do the same here. That's 127. Let's do like an extra 23. And let's do an extra 3. Let's do 37's the number you want. Like an extra 10 Lancers. Make that one. And that's going to be kind of our impromptu standard. We'll do that for now. We'll up that as time goes on. But don't need a ton of military. Let's just keep the other guy mobilized. I have a feeling some people might contest this. There's the Ottomans. You want involved here. What do you want for this? The Dutch side against me. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Why? Regime change, Central Africa. Okay. Okay. I do want you involved here. Let's get you a war goal. Let's get forced nationalization on the obvious people. I see a war goal opportunity here. Revoke claim on landers. Brazil's involved. Big war. So, question is, who do I go for here? I don't want to make Brazil a requisite, like something I need to have. What I could do is a release subject or a transfer subject. Be very strong with some people. Free Norway could be good. Anyone else I can get from you? You have a Cyprus, you have a Lebanon. I see an Albania. let's keep breaking apart the Ottomans. Let's get Albania out of here. Free Kurdistan. All right, we're going to get another army built too. Let's get an army. That's 90. There's 6 of you. And I want to do... $75 of you. Let's get 50 cav. There you go. That's our army here. We're going to need another guy in charge. We'll see how long that takes to get built. Netherlands is backed out of it. Are you still in the... You are still in the power block. If we beat you enough, we can maybe subjugate you. Interesting things going on here. You want to force investment rights in Peru, Bolivia, regime change. You also want to take land from New Granada, and you want Utah. You have nothing left. Brazil has backed out of our agreement. Jambi. A lot of people with poor relations in our power block. They might try to leave here if I'm not careful. Well, how close are we with you? 2 years. If I can beat up you well enough, keep you subjugated, maybe your prestige drops, and I can now partition you. I don't know. That will be our goal. All right, Elb Army, I need you to just be available to help out with some stuff. Same with South African Corps. That's a lot of army you're going to have that I don't think is going to have a lot of effect. But you're welcome to try. Russia's stuck in a different war that has the United States in it. Sicily doesn't like me. Six months to build everything. The end of country. Let's not get a bunch of radicals here. Military investment is proving worthwhile. We have defensive death, seed lane strats on the way. We've got pasteurization. I think after this, it's got to be a push to get NCO training. In fact, let's start making our military the strongest in the land. Oh, shit. Dreadnought. Wargaming, submarine, Dreadnought. And then we knock out everything here. And we finish the military tree. Society, we probably need to do next. But it's not, there's not normally a lot of spread in society. But we're not trying to go for all techs here. This is a lot of my former power block. You know, all of these guys have been in my power block at one point, except for the United States, which is an interesting flash. Question is, can I beat up Belgium enough to where they are going to lose prestige and fall out of well, you're not going to lose that much prestige. Could have maybe done it with Brazil, so you got to get down under 500. But our army should decimate you here. Michigan for an... All right, I want to make sure my 4-stack actually gets to this front before we lose it. I need to get a military treaty with this guy again. Or like military access. We'll get you a defensive pact in return for that. Now you can come to this front. Happy that that's easily arranged now. Such a pain when that was very hard to do. All right, we're gonna knock out the Ottomans pretty fast here, I would think. Just gotta watch your prestige. Is it gonna go down? You're still in our power block. You're now under major power. Trade unions can get stronger. That is all right. Us and Occitania, we don't need a military alliance with you. I'll give you your military access. No obligation for 15 years. Really don't need you to pay me money any. Friends abroad. Through East Africa. This is against the Lao uprising. What are we short on right now? I saw something in our market. Like a lot of electricity shortages. A lot of Greece autonomies. Okay. Gold is still capped, which is wild. You declined that one. All right, let's just get this same agreement. And I no longer give a damn about getting money transfer from you. Should like that more, because I'm just not acquiring anything from you. I don't need a traditionalist here. I think Belgium's gonna fall. Not Belgium, Netherlands. Why are you declining that? Doesn't make sense, dude. Okay, Michigan's out. Get our 4-stack just to start pushing some random fronts that I see as opportunity. Limburg is in default. Naval invasions are coming in like crazy against the United States. Good luck defending that when I start pushing. Checks are being queued. Alright, we're getting our next army up. And I want to have this guy just start planning a naval invasion of Maine. With what will be the Balkans fleet. And let's try to get a little bit of reform done here. I want to change some stuff. Let's get some worker protections. Brazil's holding, but they're losing, so they're not really a threat. Pushing over there, our army is... We are going to probably lose this, considering I'm just raising the troops as we go. Sea lane strats and other stuff. Let's make sure I'm doing the right stuff with my buildings here. I'm wondering if some of our military investments in particular... Yep, there we go. Needed to be changed. New money. Standard of living. We do some expeditions. We have the Bell Epic. 10 years as the cultural and technological capital of the world. We're working on that. One conquest at a time. as we eliminate Netherlands as a threat, who's falling out of great power status. You're going to be major power. You're not small enough to become minor power, though, which is the concern. Brazil's falling that far, for sure. About time to do another round of subjugations. Corsica has its own problems. This is Oyo. Trying to... you can take that directly. We'll just free it eventually. Netherlands is out. Welcome. You're still in my power block, Netherlands. I need you to like me again, though. A lot of stuff that we have lost because you were... Now you're going to go right into another war? Oh, you left Kaiserreich. That's a shame. That is a damn shame. You do still like us, though. Let's get a defensive pact here. Power block, trade privileges, military assistance, and I do owe an obligation to you. Do double military access, 15 years. There you go. We will defend the Netherlands. Get them back in our power block if we can. And you formed your own. Everyone has to have their own fucking power block in this game. Oh, you terrible, terrible guy. Oh, that was a waste of my time. I've had them in there for the whole damn year. Whole damn game. And Brazil is out. Brazil, man, please like me. I'm trying so hard. Where's our large army? This guy, he can come back over here. Just naval invade Hoodvinger. See it done. Meanwhile, this army up here is just going to slowly push and win. Indian territory is just tearing them up. All right, NCO training is good. Artistic debate, sure. What am I passing? Workers protection, okay. You tell I'm just forgetting what the hell I'm doing. All right, I need to build a bunch of power plants. Let's auto-expand these if they are available. Speaking of, let's just queue up power plants. Anywhere where they make money. Some of these will close if they're not profitable, and it's going to be a waste, but we have enough infrastructure that we can afford to generate waste. Let's go back to the top here. There we go. Okay. This is the Amazonian uprising. We are gonna fucking free. We're gonna free them. We're gonna just turn on Brazil. We have a truce. We can't do anything against it. So we've started the beginning of the end for Brazil. I think if we can get them on board here, I foresee them having some problems, right? Definitely foresee this being something we can do soon. I could give them investment rights to be really good, but I don't want them to build my country. Trade privileges makes it really good. Let's accept this and see. You declined it, you rat bastard. Okay. It's unlikely we could even get it. Normally I would support it. Yeah, losing a lot. Why are we losing a lot? Because... A new army? Gotta be the new army I built. Yeah, that'd be a huge part of it. New army engaged in naval invasions. Meanwhile, we are invading. Yeah, this is going to be a lot. Basically expanding our army by a third. Even over, maybe even 50%, all things considered, because I expanded the main stacks too. It's to be expected it's going to have a cascading effect on our costs. And our construction goods probably spiked up. No, just the military, I bet you. Yep. An extra million spent there. Could raise taxes and make it work. Don't care to do it, though. It's not too big of a concern. What is a concern, and what I should be doing, is subjugating some nations. Who's the best one to subjugate? Let's start with these guys over here. Start with Paraguay. Got a couple more to get through here, but we want to slowly eke out and get rid of all of those guys. Albania and Kurdistan are free. Let's start working on getting Albania involved. Power block, because of our embassy is set up, is why that's bad. 3 years to get you on board. Poland is an aloof subject. Paraguay is as well. Most people are not caring, though. Everyone's siding with or without Bukhara. Next war. Who's our next war target? GB we don't have a truce with. It's got to be GB. And then we come back and beat up France when we have the time. You don't have a lot, but we need to free some of the stuff. Yeah, we can get Inner Mauritania. East Africa is actually quite close. Oh, it's trending downwards now. Let them strike. How is the United States faring? What's our goal against them? There's probably an army I could just pull off here and get this done. Get the one that is in the Balkans, the main army that does not have a general. Please and thank you. How are you doing? You might lose the power block if you get weakened enough. Quite weak. When do you lose the power block? Like, if you go down from major power, do you lose it? You don't have a lot of strength right now. The Brits are trying to get involved here. Come and stop this. We got submarines. New England and Hod-Nose, that's probably both of them. We need to take your capital to get the other stuff. Costa Rica. Michigan. I'm going to try to get this free subjugate off on you instead of... Costa Rica, we are an ally with you. Okay. We'll hop in that. Okay, Michigan. Become subject. There we go, finally. All right, make sure while we're here that 4 stack needs to come in and help out that Michigan army. 23 army can come down and help Costa Rica. That's a couple of free subjugates we can maybe get. All right, we need to free Canada. No, well, we're going to have to fight it. Question of, do we help them in time for them to actually benefit? Because Michigan doesn't have access to us. We need to kind of get Canada free and into our power block to get our market to control this region. We could transfer Canada. Okay. Let's go for the transfer on Canada. Transfer on Canada, and we're going to free a bunch of British stuff. I think that's going to be our move in our next war. I think that would make a lot of sense. Let's also make sure we're investing in Paraguay. Paraguay. And we're going to have a very unruly Michigan until we can get Canada into our sphere. Let's just build some random shit here. Those probably weren't the best ones to build. Sugar's all right. Let's get some tobacco. Tobacco's always good. Do you have any other raw resources? We're building all your raw resources. Okay. You want your own market? We're going to decline. It's going to piss you off. You are isolated. I think it'll work, though. I think we'll be all right. This peace deal could be done. We have New England and Haudenois. You didn't get all of it, though, for some reason. Won't ask questions. We'll do that. And let's do this as well. Worcester and whatever. Did I give trade? I did give trade privileges for no reason. Whatever, you're going to be in our market eventually. Costa Rica is done. Michigan one will be done next. Here comes workers' protection, maybe? There it goes. We invest in workers' protection. And that's almost everything everywhere. Right? Like it's just poor laws? Old age pension? We don't want to piss them off too much here. Let's just hold off. Next election, we'll cycle them through and we'll do things iteratively. Michigan likes us a lot. And I want to take you. I want to do a war here. I want to liberate country. We're going to liberate Scotland. It's alphabetical. Scotland. With my cohesion. Not here yet. I want to grab this dude as a subject. Actually, we got to do Uruguay. A lot of people willing to join us. Belgium is not one of them. I would love to transfer 90. We got to liberate Canada then. Liberate subject. I want to free Canada. Liberate subject. Egypt. Australia. Those are the big ones. Let's fucking get Wales. Nothing else in the mainland. Yeah. See New Zealand, see Korea, see Sudan. Bahamas, Jamaica, all of those are valid options. I don't care about them, though. We'll use the rest of people on our side. Namely, people like Confederate States and Ireland. Ireland would be great to have. Belgium, my friend. I see a sway opportunity for you. War goal. Leave power block. War goal. Forced nationalization. For Ireland. Who's more? We want the Confederate States. Regime change? There's a 10 for that. Let's do the 10 obligation one. Which one? A regime change? The fucking Mosquito Kingdom. We border them. That's easy. And war goal for you. How much do we have left? Can I get something I care about? It's only 10. Give me like a really cheap enforced treaty. Now let's give you an obligation. Take the obligation. And best of luck. Best of luck. We're going to send 2 armies against you. And we're going to have our other army just available for the inevitable other stuff that's going to go on here. Okay, navies. Gulf of Maine. Put one over here. Put the other right here. Money's going to start going away very rapidly. You probably are worried. Not a lot of these are private demands. But I think he'll go. He's losing too much for him to just give up on it, right? All right, I can unify with Uruguay. We shall. Our next target is going to be one of the other guys. I don't know who yet, though. Probably some of these guys over here. Guatemala. Yeah, we'll do Guatemala. We'll do Costa Rica. Speaking of, Bali's having an uprising. I could get involved there, but I think they'll win if I'm smart enough here. Or if I just beat them badly. Speaking of, are you an enemy? No, you're stuck in Friesland. How are the Dutch doing as a nation? You're about to fall out of major power status. Like, minor power, the cutoff for minor power is like 500 something. Yeah, you're getting close. War with GB. It has come, and we are going to make sure it works our way. Maybe from the English channel, we send them there. Let's make sure let's get another admiral here and make sure he's blockading. I see one of you is, like, technically defeated somehow. I want to ask questions about that, but we need to figure that out. All right. We should raise an army here just to deal with the inevitable 80,000 sieges that are going to come our way. Where's our 4-stack right now? Just send you over here. Oh, top hat dude's going to slaughter him. 14 and 98. What is... There's only 12. Now come over here. You're actually winning that. How? There are multiple battles? Oh, you're fighting my subject, not me. I see. But meanwhile, we're taking your home countries. And GP's gonna fall. Good. Naval invasions elsewhere. None of the other stuff matters. It's just about breaking free the major access of power there. And for the most part, we should be all right. How is Russia's sphere of influence here? You still probably have one with those. You don't have a defensive pact with anybody anymore. It's just the usual suspects. So we can attack Russia now and not worry about any of the other guys that we care about. And we have the army now that even if they do turn on us, we're fine with it. Right? I would say so. Now, this is absolutely a crushing victory for us. Yeah, that's brutal. Just make sure that doesn't get anywhere. And we are losing this battle a little bit. Okay, we got defeated. Means you're going to go to Italy instead of there. That's fine. I don't think it matters, considering what we're taking. Our 4K can hold the line there. All right, I haven't raised taxes in quite some time. I could, or else I could also do some of these. Yeah, it's not going to be enough to stop the bleeding. How much if I stop this? That's only 1 million. I think we'll be fine, though. Take a little bit of debt. GB's falling apart. We can support 1 or 2 armies. I think having 3 of them running is a killer for us. Once we take this out, I'm going to actually stand down our largest army here. Yeah, stand you down. Got a new president. Wage subsidies. I can do that. This is going to piss off our industrialists. Don't need to send a message to them. Who are you? You are a liberal movement. Ah, sure. I haven't been really managing those. Oh, so Belgium's getting invaded. I think once they go negative, they'll give up right away. Some countries is taken. Scotland's taken. We have dreadnoughts. Our technological advantage is there. Yeah, Britain's done. Britain is done as a force that we care about, I think. Egypt's free. Are we getting pushed back here? What a wonderful front line system. Putting both my armies just in Ireland doing nothing. This is probably why they're able to push now. Their navy get beat twice. Navy needs to be upgraded. Started winning again when my nation just started falling apart. All right, we're no longer paying for one of our armies, which is why we can afford to run shit. We're only losing 880k. Interest is going up. That's fine. Let's get rid of the fun lobbies here. I don't think it matters. I get some impactful, but not impactful enough. Let's get Guatemala. 6 independent nations. We did get the area from Brazil. Michigan is still pissed. Canada's going to be free after this, though. Which is good. You're not getting anything from me other than absolutely abused. There we go. And peace in our time. We are super over time here, I'm now noticing. But that is a good place to stop. We have freed Australia, freed Canada, freed Egypt, freed a Scotland and a Wales. This is like we're starting in CK3. Wonderful. More people to invite to our power block and other stuff. We're at peace. GB is going to fall off the great power list, maybe. Your prestige is still incredibly high. You still have a couple dominions and puppets and things, but... You know, it's small guys. It's small guys. And a lot of them can now probably stand up against you. Which is nice. You built a nation of rivals that you can't contest with. We can go and dismantle France next and start freeing some other guys. And really, we're just building out a massive block of powerful nations here. And that will keep growing as we go. All right, before we check things off, we're at 10k prestige, solidly in number 1. Population is not the best. That's why we're probably not going to get hegemon done, because we're not taking land directly. We're at 17%. We need to double that somehow in the next 30 years. Alliances we could do, but we just aren't going to get the pop to get this stuff done. I see the Netherlands are still a great power. They're going to lose that status. The United States are there as well. Is that really all you need for is 830 for great power? 958. So Netherlands are going to lose great power. United States are going to lose great power. Everyone else is there. Canada's great power now. I mean, they're not going to join our power block. But we do want to get our some kind of access through here. We might have to, like, take Ohio and Pennsylvania, because Michigan is going to... We need to get your own markets. He's going to really not like us. Yeah, that's a problem. It's going to affect a lot of stuff for us. Oh, well. Also got to get our taxes finished, but that can all be done later. We're starting to get towards the end here. We're doing quite well. Our GDP ownership probably is... Yeah, it's grown. It has definitely grown. And we're doing all right. But for now, I'm going to call this one here. If you guys enjoyed, I've been Sean, the Blue Screeners, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Later.